Hello and welcome to my language learning channel with 369. Today I'm going to show you the battle between Grammarly and ProWritingAid. It is very important to get a language proofreader today. That's because we may accidentally include some typos or minor grammatical mistakes that confuse our readers easily in our writing, as there are more jobs to get done. So if you just accidentally miss an article after changing the quantities of the noun, you will get embarrassed when your readers tease at you. Some of you may be asking, just type carefully is okay. Why do we need to mess up with the proofreaders? Well, is that because without people using proofreaders, I have nothing to reveal? Yeah, maybe. But before you say that, you need to know that proofreaders aren't useless. Alright, if you say that, you are just saying that, oh, life jackets aren't useful on aeroplane. Well, we need the maximum protection on getting mistakes free. Alright, just like you won't ask the airline companies to stop putting the life jackets on a plane just because you know that it will be safe. Right? Even advanced English users can make mistakes. I personally use both of the mentioned proofreading software along with Ginger proofreaders. However, as I know that most people like ProWritingAid and Grammarly, as they are more popular, especially Grammarly. I think the reason is that there are many YouTube advertisements. Therefore, I think that you may won't exactly know which one is more accurate, so how am I going to show you? In fact, I have prepared a total of 130 mistakes I've got today, and where I got the mistakes from, I get it from my mistakes database. There's thousands of mistakes here. I just copy and paste to my document anytime I want to do my reviews or maybe to do my other stuff. Anyway, I won't include any punctuation mistakes. I know that there will be different opinions on that, but I will show you the fast forward mode where the speed is 8 times the original, so that you can pause the video and see what other mistakes made by both of the software. I'll calculate the total amounts both of them can catch and see which one has a high score. I think that the test will be very accurate given the number of grammar and spelling mistakes we have. But before we begin, I'm going to show you the UI, the features of both of the software. As you can see, Grammarly, it always asks me to reconnect, and let's see. I personally like the UI of Grammarly. You can just click on, because sometimes. In fact, I do not really like the design of ProWritingAid, as it is quite difficult to configure and the formatting is very strange. I personally would not use the premium version in both apps, as they just include the style issues that I can fix them manually. I seldom get those mistakes anyway. On the contrary, I usually get minor typos, perhaps, and sometimes include possibly confused words that only advanced proofreaders can fix. I think that with Grammarly, ProWritingAid, and Ginger, this is the case. Remember I have told you before, I'll put it in a fast forward mode so that you do not have to wait for an hour or more just to have a look at, well, you know. Oh, finally. It seems that I have corrected all the mistakes that Grammarly and ProWritingAid can catch. Alright, let me just have a look. And Grammarly managed to get an around 62%. Suggestion anyway, you see. This one should not be. Oh my god, you see I can't even hover it to click it. Hello! Okay, anyway. It does not give me the correct suggestion. Oh my god. Alright, let me just calculate. 1, 2. It's 43 out of 130, which has 33%. Oh my god. Suspect that it's for writers instead of for non-fiction writers. Now I'm going to run through some mistakes that the proofreaders can't catch. You see, everyday practice instead of practice, badminton brackets. This one is very basic, right? You are happy instead of you're happy, which is around 63%. Alright, for ProWritingAid, I guess nearly 33%. Just an interesting point to note. I don't know why it has a consecutive problems here. You can see I found out that ProWritingAid prioritizes the style issues more than the spelling and grammar issues. It does not even care about what I'm wrong on the spelling mistakes. On the contrary, it is giving me the suggestions on style issues. Please also put your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please put a like if you do. I'm going to make a video of ProWritingAid versus Ginger. Want to know more results? Want to know more English tips and the origins of words? Wants to know where I get all those mistakes? Want to see the comparison of all proofreaders? Click the subscribe button right now. And support Wizard 369. Thank you.